This is honestly driving me freaking nuts. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. If you love the Yankees but you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, especially if you want to be kept up to date with the latest in New York Yankees news or just for plain old New York Yankees discussion. Man, I'm not trying to come off like I'm picking on Aaron Boone. I'm not trying to come off that way. Truly. The Yankees are 19-11. We scored 36 runs versus the Milwaukee Brewers, right? We got shut out the very next. I wonder if that's ever happened. I wonder after a team scoring 30 runs in 2 days and then getting shut out in the next series, the very next game. I'm curious as if that's ever happened before. Well, listen, I gotta call out Aaron Boone. He's not going to see this. No one's going to see this. Only you guys, and you guys are all that matters to me. But Aaron Boone drives me crazy. Drives me nuts. And you could come up with a list of things, and this is for every manager in Major League Baseball. You could come up with a list of things for everybody, what you like, what you don't like. But with Aaron Boone, he's been doing the same damn thing for the past, what? He's been the Yankee manager since 2018. He's been doing the same damn thing for quite some time, and I'm getting a little irritated with it. Getting a little irritated by it. He drives me nuts with how he manages the bullpen. He really, if I had hair, I'd yank it out. He drives me nuts with this, and especially how he handles Clay Holmes. Let's go back to Friday night, right? Yankees, believe it was a tie game. You bring in Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes looked masterful, looked wonderful. So I'm thinking, okay, Clay Holmes, if we take the lead, he only threw 10 pitches. If we take the lead, where he's going to go back out there with the lead and shut the door and earn the Yankees a win. Didn't happen that way. What did Aaron Boone do? What drove me nuts wasn't that he only pitched Clay Holmes 1 inning, which drove me a little crazy, but not too crazy. But that wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing about that game was him bringing in Michael Tonkin, who's already been DFA'd 3 times this season, twice by one team. And you bring him in to close a damn game. And then what do you do with Tonkin? You bring him in to close the game out, blows the save. You had the ability to keep Clay Holmes in there for that 10th inning. And don't say, oh, Clay Holmes is on pace to throw 80 games. We're talking games. We're not talking innings, Boone. We're talking games, not innings. Innings and games are very different. Michael Tonkin last year for the Atlanta Braves, 45 games, 80 innings. So games and innings, very different. Clay Holmes was already in the damn game. He was already in that game. So if you wanted to put Clay Holmes in that game from the very beginning, and if that was your plan, why didn't you save him? You brought in Michael Tonkin to close the damn game out. Michael freaking Tonkin, that's who you brought in. That's who you brought in, Michael Tonkin. Come on. Bring in Tonkin for that 9th inning if that was your plan to bring in Tonkin. You know what it tells me? When you bring Michael Tonkin in to save a faffing game, that tells me you didn't have a plan. That tells me you did not have a plan. That's what pisses me off. And you know what? Last night pissed me off too. Because what happens? Brings in Clay Holmes with 2 outs. With 2 outs, right? In the bottom of the 8th inning. We're thinking, okay, I was going to bring in Clay. If we take the lead, maybe, just maybe, Clay's going to go out for the 9th inning. Well, with how he managed the damn bullpen Friday night, what the heck would lead you to believe that? I understand bringing in Clay Holmes to hold the game, but then what happens when you take the lead? Explain that to me. What happens? Are you going back to Michael Tonkin all of a sudden when you have Victor Gonzalez in there? You have Ian Hamilton in there? You're going to go back to Michael Tonkin? Are ya? Is that the plan? Was Michael Tonkin the plan the whole time? And we just didn't know this? Jeez, man. That's so damn scary. You bring in Clay Holmes, throws 8 pitches in that 8th inning. There are only 10 pitches in Milwaukee that game. Only 10 pitches. He throws 8 pitches. You would think he would come out again for that 9th inning if the Yankees had the lead. But without Aaron Boone friggin' managing him, I don't think he would have. That's what scares the crap out of me about this guy managing in a playoff series. That's what scares the heck out of me. It really does. I didn't want to bash Boone. That wasn't my objective today. But do you know what? I'm freaking aggravated with him. I really am. Oh, you don't know the game of baseball. Listen. His explanation for bringing in Clay Holmes, in my opinion, was crap. If your whole thing is he's on pace to pitch 80 games, if that was your whole thing, then why did you bring him in the game in the first place? He's already in the game. Damage was already done, Boone. He was already in there. Just pitch him another inning. He looked so damn good in that inning. Just pitch him another inning. He's already in the game. So if your whole thing is 80 games, he's on pace to pitch 80 games, you keep pitching him. Make it make sense.